Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. I'm bringing you to the great outdoors today, as you can see. So I started your reading a little bit, pulled a couple of cards just to get the flavor of it, and it's really interesting. Are you feeling like you don't know exactly where you're headed next? Because that's the very distinct feeling that I get. This is the Sky Father, and this is having to do with trusting the unknown, which I feel like you're having a hard time doing at this time. I feel like there's something where you have this almost a gnawing, this inner gnawing inside you that is feeling like a blockage, but it's trying to push you forward, but you don't know where you're going yet. And I just get the sense like there's this frustration mounting, especially this week, especially with this full moon coming up. I just feel like there's a lot of pent up energy, perhaps, okay? It was followed by the Sun card. The Sun card jumped out. Of course, this is your card, Sagittarius. It's in the crossing position, but it's having to do with happiness. Like your happiness is in the crossing position. Like it's a challenge to be happy because you don't know where you're headed. I feel like you're screaming at the universe, like, just tell me where I'm headed next. What's next? And I feel like the answers are coming. I know they are, and we'll get you some in this reading. But there's something here about wanting peace. We've got the broken arrow next, like this is on your mind. Do you ever have those arguments like inside your head with people or even other content creators that you're watching on YouTube or whatever, these and you realize you're like arguing with them? You know what I mean? I feel like that's going on, and there's something here about wanting the peace, wanting to really create the peace at this time on your mind very, very strongly at this time, Sag. I know there's a direction for you because I feel it. I feel like you're right on the precipice of something really big happening. I mean, I feel it. I get the goosebumps. There's something really big about to happen, like some big change, some big transition. And like you're going to move, or you're going to get a new vehicle so you can go places more, or you're going to get a camper and you're going to camp a lot. You're going to go across the country. There's something big, like a big, happy, major life transition. But let's see what else is coming. But I'm telling you, I'm feeling it right now really strongly. We have got the Protection Guardian, and this is about drop your shields because you have protection. And you may have been really guarding yourself, Sag. I don't blame you. But there's something about dropping your shields at this time because you have a protection guardian. And if you're wondering, I am using these cards today. These are the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, okay? I'm going to switch to some others to clarify, but just wanted you to know because YouTube leaves a link. Anyway, there's protection and peace. I feel like some of your broken peace is coming from feeling like you've got to defend yourself all the time because you've been in that position for a long time, Sag, okay? Not really surprised totally to see that in your reading today. Nice to know you have protection around you. You know, and if you think back over your life, all the times you were protected from things that could have gone wrong, I think you'll see that that protection guardian has been there all along. The Stag is going into the past. This can be the solo card, Sag, if you can see it. This can be the solo card. It's going into your past, like being alone, being by yourself. It's also having to do with trust and thriving. Trust and thrive. You know, there's two things here about trusting the divine timing, trusting the unknown, trust and thrive. Know that you are thriving in spite of, feeling some of this at this time. We're going to go to your future next, Sag. Thought it was a good day for some outside coffee. Hope you'll join me. Let's see here. Well, here we've got the Eagle card. Wow, look at this. In your immediate future, Sag, Eagle, which of course represents freedom. It's also representing seeing from a higher perspective. Yeah, seeing from a higher perspective. I don't know if you heard, one of my chickens came out to talk about this card. Do you hear that? They're like, eagles, oh, we better watch the sky, right? So Sag, there's something really important here about seeing something from a higher perspective, which is going to clear up the unknown. of this angst about not knowing exactly where you're headed at this time. Let's see what else. You never know what you're going to get in these outside readings, which is one reason I love to do them. And the weather has been so disagreeable this year. It's the first outside reading I've done in like months, maybe this whole year. May have been the whole year. All it's done is rain, and today was sunshine. So Magic Guardian is coming up in your more extended future, which would be about a month out. And this is unlocking the magic within. And look at her golden wings and wearing a heart on her chest. Unlocking the magic within. You know, and I equate this to the Magician card in Tarot, which is having to do with your special skills and talents, of which Sagittarius has many. You have a big long list of skills and talents. When you combine this with the Eagle, these are your two main future cards, and I can't wait to clarify these more. But this is definitely having to do with you seeing something you may not have seen before, seeing it through a different lens, seeing it through fresh eyes, that sort of thing. We'll look into this and see where that goes, okay? Other people are seeing you at this time as the Earth Mother. That doesn't surprise me at all. The Earth Mother, feeling loved and comforted. So other people are seeing you in this way at this time, Sag. They see you as very nurturing. They're seeing you with an energy of caretaking, or just being very nurturing and open, safe to be around. There's a lot of safety, feeling of safety around you at this time. Other people know you'll stick up for them. You know, you'll stand up for what is right and things like that. We've got the Snake card in your hopes and fears, shedding old skin. Shedding old skin. Hopes and fears, though. It's like fear of the unknown again. Trusting the unknown. Like, I feel like you're going to be doing something that's not so familiar. I've said this for a couple of readings now, Sag. It's like it's about you getting out of your comfort zone, okay? Shedding the old, letting in the new. And as the final outcome of this reading, and I'm going to go back and clarify, so hang in there, we've got the Medicine Guardian. This is Archangel Raphael. I had a dream about Raphael a few years back when I was going through a really hard time about something. And he came in, he looked just like this in the dream without the wings, okay? He looked like a young man that came in, gave me the most healing hug in this dream. I'll never forget it. And you know, it's hard to remember dreams from years ago. I mean, this has been like 9 or 10 years ago. And I realized when I woke up, it was Archangel Raphael, because I felt healed. I felt really like whole, you know, from the situation I'd been through. And this is really interesting because this is your final outcome in this reading. Archangel Raphael is showing up as healing. There's a sense of you becoming whole after you shed the skin, and after you go through this kind of short, and I think it is a short transition. I don't think this is going to go on for a long time, but I do see you healing from this. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Be open to healing information. Don't just go, no, that won't work. Okay. All right, we're going to switch over to the Wild Reflections deck, and I'm going to get you more details. I've got a couple of other decks here too that I want to use. So let's see what else is coming up about the Sky Father. Trusting the unknown. You know, and we've got two eagles here, right? One right on top of the other when I laid out the cards. This is pretty amazing, Sagittarius. This is definitely you with this sense of Sagittarius freedom, and this is you about seeing it from a higher perspective. This is you about being strong. Eagle vision, Sag, wow. It's what's most significant, and it's in your immediate future. Amazing. Okay, Sagittarius, what about this Sky Father? Okay, trusting the unknown is clarified by the Page of Cups. Wow, there's going to be some message about this. And this could be from somebody younger. It could be from your children, like your adult children, that sort of thing. It could be from a friend who might be on the edge of being a lover, something like that. This person or this message is going to help you see something from a higher perspective, Sag. Wow. Can't wait to know more about that too. Could be somebody around the beach. It's kind of a beachy card. He's holding up a conch shell. Yeah, wow. This is your crossing card, the sun. It's clarified by judgment. Okay. So this is all about you shedding your skin, like the snake card over here. This is all about you finding your happiness through a challenging situation that is some sort of a major life change. And I think it is a conflict. It is a big change at this time, Sag. Wow. I mean, judgment is like a whole spiritual awakening a lot of times. I think I have a dog under my table or chicken. So we've got who's under there? So we've got the oyster shell, the Ace of Cups here. This is on your mind at this time alongside the protection guardian, dropping your shield and seeing what you didn't see before. Here's the pearl in the oyster shell. This is about opening your heart and seeing things differently. It's almost like what you look for will show up. Oh, now I get it. Now I really get it, Sag. Okay, interesting. This came up right when those motorcycles went down my road. I don't know if you could, I'm sure you heard them. I had a whole motorcycle thing this weekend. And I must be attracting motorcycles. And just when I was saying, if you look for it, you'll see it. And I think I'm kind of on alert about motorcycles right now because of this experience I had this weekend where they were very disruptive to something I was doing, like really disruptive, like shook the building I was in kind of thing. And it's kind of scary. Like it wasn't a situation where there were a lot of people there. It was a private event and everybody had cars and suddenly there were motorcycles revving outside the building. It's kind of like, what are they doing? You know, everybody kind of went on alert for a minute. And now I'm on the alert for motorcycles, and I've literally had about 6 of them go down the road since I've been out here doing this reading. This is all about pay attention to what you're attracting. I almost said it a minute ago, I must be attracting motorcycles, and I probably am because it's still in my energy from day before yesterday. So yeah, pay attention to what you are focusing on. Law of Attraction 101, right? So let's look at peace. What we want to be attracting, obviously, is this broken arrow, the peace card. And I want to clarify this because this is about enhancing the energy of peace, enhancing it, okay? By opening your heart center, seeing things from a different angle, knowing that you're protected. And this brings in the 2 of Pentacles. The broken arrow is kind of the card of juggling, trying to keep all the balls in the air and things like that, Sagittarius. So I feel like you're doing this with peace. You know, it's like trying to focus on what you want to bring into your life and feeling at ease about it. But I feel like you're juggling so many things that might be hard to do that at this time. The solo card, the stag, is clarified by the Tower. Wow, this one's loaded. So, Sag, I think some of you went through a tower, especially a few years back. I think it's been a little while since you went through this tower, and it may have left you by yourself. It could have left you choosing to be by yourself as well. Either way that it went, this is going into the past. This tower and all the leftover energy from it, which seems to come up in a lot of your readings, is moving into the past. Past influences here. Tower, gone. Love that. Let's go to this eagle card. Let's dig into the eagle card for a minute, okay? The eagle card, seeing it from a higher perspective. Wow. It's clarified by the world. Look at that. Yeah, clarified by the world. When you start to see something from a higher perspective, you're going to have everything resolve. and it's a matter of letting things in. And with this awful Tower energy finally moving into the past, it's allowing you to move forward, but also you moving forward is putting that into the past. So it's kind of working together. But this World card is spiritual graduation. I mean, you've got big cards here. You've got the Judgment and the World. Okay, these are huge alongside this beautiful eagle. This is in your immediate future, Sagittarius. Onward and upward. I feel like you're definitely going to the next level. And I'd say it's about time, right? For a lot of you, I'd say it's definitely about time. Clarifying this beautiful magic guardian. It's clarified by the Temperance card. Of course it is. Of course it is. Look at that. I said Sagittarius has many skills and talents, which the Magician exemplifies, and there you are. The Temperance card, meaning that you are in your Sagittarius energy. Now this is in your more extended future, about a week to a month out. I think you're going into the fall. I think you're going to really see some changes and really feel stronger. This new perspective, and I don't even think you have to work at this new perspective, Sag. I think that you're just going to see it coming in. Like you're going to feel different. Like some new ideas are going to come in, and just one little new idea can turn the whole picture around, because that one little new idea starts to bring and draw in more and more. The same way one motorcycle at an event for me this weekend has now drawn in 6 during this reading to make a point. Okay, so it works in the good ways as well. Let's look at what you doing down there? Do you want to come up here? Come on. I have chickens under the table. So let's look at this Earth Mother. This is how other people are seeing you, as the Earth Mother. Hey, Sparky. And this is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles, guys. Okay, so people are seeing you not only as safe to be around and a comfort to be around, very nurturing, but they're seeing you with stability. They're seeing you as the person who is very, very grounded. I mean, the Earth Mother would be very grounded. Let's look at the Snake card. In your hopes and fears, shedding the old skin, shedding old things that no longer work for you. Negative energy, for one thing, doesn't work for you anymore. Okay, so I do see you focusing more on what you do want, on the positive. I feel like things are turning around, so it's going to be easier to do that as well. You're shedding whatever this 5 of Swords is. You're shedding that off of you, and I'm not saying that's even your energy. I'm saying somebody else, whoever caused this tower for you could have left you with some negative energy, something like that. You're shedding it. You're getting rid of it. You may feel your skin being itchy. Often when the Snake card comes up, it'll give you literally, physically itchy skin, because you'll feel the energy of shedding a skin. Let's look at the Archangel Michael card. Okay, so this is being open to healing. It's clarified by the Hanged Man. So I feel like you might be in a state of limbo about healing at this time, and you probably need to be a little more open, which this card is saying. Be open to different ways. There's lots of ways to heal. Our first instinct when we think about healing has to do with, okay, we better go get medical treatment, or, we need whatever, something to put on, like skin cream or something like that. But it's often an energy sort of thing. It can be financial healing. It can be physical healing. It can be energetic healing. It could be generational healing. Okay, and I feel like a lot of you have done generational healing, which is where a lot of these things that you're trying to shed have come from, was generational healing. So let's get, actually, since we're doing all this nature stuff, let's go over to this deck for a minute. This is this Night Guardians deck. Okay, let's see what comes up for you in this deck, this one. First of all, 2 of Swords came up with the Frog. Flew right out. 2 of Swords with the Frog. It's a tug of war, and it makes sense. I do see a tug of war here I saw it in the first card that came up, like a frustration of where do I go? I don't know which way I'm going. And this is the card often of the blindfold, of not being able to see where you're going. And also, do frogs shed their skin too? I'm not sure. Let's see what else. We have also got the Chariot. Okay. Wow. Okay, so this looks like a wolverine and it's got chickens. I have chickens under my table. I know you hear them. They're my pet chickens. Okay. Yeah, look at this. This is a success card. This is moving forward against all odds. And it can be literally moving. I said earlier, somebody might be getting a new car. This can be a car. This can be travel. This can be success. This can be your new path. All kinds of good things here with this. And actually, I don't know if that's a wolverine or a badger. I don't know. Do you guys know? Wolverine or badger? Either way, very tough, and it's right there with the chickens. And it's like success at all odds. Success against all odds, even if you feel like you're not strong enough to overcome the competition or your adversaries and things like that. Because again, remember, you do have the protection guardian here. Okay? She's like in your energy, hanging over you at this time. So let me get a couple final cards, and I'm gonna take this over to the extended Sag because I'm curious for you more about this eagle. I'm curious about the Chariot. I want to know more about why the Sagittarius card and the Magic Guardian came up in your energy, because I just think that sounds super positive. I think this card has come up for you the last 3 readings, the Adventure card, okay? This is you getting out of your comfort zone and having new experiences. It literally says be open to new experiences. So I feel like you're either going to move, you're going to go someplace new. Maybe you've always wanted to go to a different country and you're going to be doing that. So be open to that, Sag. We're going to see what else I get about all of this over at the extended. If you're interested, if you feel like you want more on this, join me over there. And if not, this is all you need to know, and this is your full reading. So I'll leave the links below. Thanks so much for being here, Sagittarius. Have a good one.